What's up guys, Minty Crunch here, bringing you a revised build of the Krogan Warlord Sentinel with his biotic hammer, and sometimes, no, never electric hammer. I never use that anymore. But I'll get into that in the gameplay, maybe at some point, if I remember. I'm having a hard time remembering things, which isn't fun. But I'll get into that. That I will get into in the gameplay. But what you really want to see is the build, and I've been asked about new revised builds for any of the classes I've been using since the patch, and after a week of not doing anything due to events in my life, I am now revising this build. I don't think I'm going to revise the collector build, I still like that one. But equipment. In the gameplay I'm using a Juggernaut Shield 4. I like it, gives me some extra shields. Well, another one I would suggest is the Martial Biotic Amp, which gives bonus melee damage and bonus biotic damage. I don't know, I like the extra shields, but if you're looking to do more damage, definitely go for the Biotic Amp, as that gives your Biotic Hammer more damage and your melee damage more. Yeah, you know what I was going to say with that, so fuck it. Then I had a Power Amp, because, you know, why not? Warp rounds, because biotic powers. In the gameplay I'm using a Strength Enhancer 3. I suggest only using Strength Enhancers unless you're dumb. I guess if you're not going to use a Power Amplify either, just remember this, lucky me. Use a Cyclonic if you want to survive better. I don't know. I'm going to talk about the build when I do the powers. I'm actually doing something a little bit different with explaining the powers, and I hope it works out. Hope it's not too long or anything, but moving on. Weapons. I switched from using a shotgun to the Talon because of the power amp. Even though mine's only a level 2, it still gives you bonus power damage, and then you get the bonus melee damage from the stunner. So it's like a win-win right there. It's pretty awesome. Combined with the martial amp, you'll get around 20, well, I would get around 27 increased power damage and 37 melee damage. So I guess that's pretty useful. Look into that. Right now I'm only getting 35 with the Juggernaut gear. That was me trying to remember what it was called. I'll explain that later. Shitty thing happened this weekend. But anyways, powers. So I'm actually going to show you. I respect all my characters. I am only level 19, but what I'll show you is pretty much how I play them anyways. I'm thinking of not even going for Electric Hammer because I never use it. I might actually not go for Electric Hammer. I might. Alright, let's just get into it. Tech Armor, you're obviously going to go for the first 3 as you have to. Then, go for damage reduction. This is a toss-up. I used to go for melee damage, which is 40%, which is pretty good. But I've been going for power damage, and I quite like it. Biotic Hammer is really powerful with the bonus power damage. And then next, obviously, damage reduction. You don't power recharge penalty. Your power recharge works out perfectly with using Biotic Hammer the way I spec it. So I'm not too worried about that. So, first 3, as always, definitely go for damage bonus. This is kind of a toss-up. If you play with friends and you want to like set up a biotic team so they can prime targets for you, then definitely go for biotic combo. But usually when I play, it's mostly me and Tony, so I'm just going to go for armor damage, as I'm probably going to be working solo with this guy. And next, I'm definitely going for number of charges. I prefer this over Power Hammer. I did a little comparison without telling the other person I was playing with. It was a random, so don't worry about it. I'm not giving him a shout out. But I need to write that down real quick, because I am going to be doing a shout out in the gameplay. Shout out to sub. Alright. That will remind me of what I need to do. So, I did a little test with a random, and he was using Power Hammer because he was knocking enemies all over the place, and I was using number of charges, and I was doing a shitload more damage than he was, mostly because he would knock the enemy to the ground, go flying, and then have to like run after and chase it, where I was just hitting the enemy twice and they weren't moving. You get more damage over time if the enemy isn't flying away from you and it's not dead yet. Especially on gold and platinum, the enemies don't die that easily, so you're not going to want to be flinging them across the map. Except it's not really across the map, it's kind of like a few feet in front of you, but still, you kill them faster with number of charges. Next, fuck Electrical Hammer, going for Krogan Warlord. Obviously going for the first three. And then you're obviously going for power damage. And then you're going for power damage. Voila! We did Krogan Warlord. Next, you're going to go for... This was a toss-up. I've tried multiple paths for this. And I don't know. This one's tricky. Because the first time, in the first build I showed you, I did durability first, and then I did melee damage. And you get rage in 2 kills. In the gameplay, I'm pretty sure when I was doing the live commentary, I was commenting, I was like, oh, I'm not getting rage that quick. That was because I went for melee damage first, and then I think I went, melee damage again, and then I did Fitness Expert. Not gonna lie, I survived a lot more with Fitness Expert. And I didn't have that many close... I think I might have died once, or went down once. So this is a kind of a toss-up for me right now. I was gonna do it this way, when I was just playing this out for the past 10 minutes, trying to remember my build. I was gonna do it durability, and then do these two, because I think that is one of the best ways. But in all honesty, if you want to survive better, go for melee damage first, then martial artist. So you do rank 4 top, rank 5 top, and then rank 6 bottom. That's really good for surviving. Your health regen is 20 life, I guess 20 health regen faster than normally. But if you want to do a lot of damage, and I don't know, it's really a toss-up for me right now. Because the 140, fuck it, I'm going durability. So, I don't even know. So, there's 2 options you can take, I guess. I'll do a little rebuttal after conflicting with myself. If you want to do a lot more melee damage and get into rage faster, go rank 4 bottom and then rank 4 and 5 on top. If you want to survive more, do rank 4 on top, rank 5 on top, and rank 6 on bottom. And that will give you something good to work with. And now I might just skip Electrical Hammer, but if you want Electrical Hammer, say, I don't know, you like Electrical Hammer, but you don't use it that much, and you use Hammer like 95% of the time, just put the last 6 points to the first 3 then. That will give you an okay damage, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Electrical Hammer anymore as much as I used to when his first build came out. So I might actually just put it into this and go for weapons damage, because I don't use shotguns anymore in this class. But that is the build for the Krogan Warlord that I've been using for a while now, with the switching fitness. Let's get into the gameplay, and I'll talk about the events that have happened this weekend and give some shoutouts and talk about some other stuff. Alright, gameplay time. So, Firebase Glacier against Geth. Tony and I are doing a little duo Krogan here. He's playing as the Vanguard, and I'm playing as the Krolord, as you can see, as this build is for. You have a pretty terrible AIU player in here, and I forget what the other person was, but it was mostly Tony and I doing all the work, which isn't bad. I mean, we could handle it. So this is where I started saying, the fuck, why is my rage not activating? Maybe it is, I can't really tell. But I did notice that it seemed like my rage was taking a little bit longer, which was why I believed that I went for a different build instead of going for the other one. I went for Fitness Expert rank 6 bottom instead of rank 6 top and rank 4 bottom. But honestly, I can't really tell from this gameplay so far. It's only been a few minutes, a minute. But I can tell that I really like the build I'm using. Oh, we have another snap freezer, which isn't bad. Take a quick peek at the leaderboard. I believe this is gold. I can't remember. It's been a while. We recorded this at least 2 weeks ago when we were doing all those live comms. But yeah, this build, really digging it. And as you can see, by the time I use the second charge and bionic hammer, the other one, I'm ready to just activate it again. So, going for only one detonation, you're going to be waiting around for bionic hammer to recharge. Where when you I was expecting to slide towards the target, and I didn't. And then I missed twice, which is kind of unfortunate. But use a quick Oct Pack so I don't die. I tried really hard to not die in this gameplay. I can't remember if I do or not. I think I said I died once, but I honestly just can't remember. There we go, setting out again. But I want to talk about what happened this weekend, and yeah, what happened this weekend. So, Friday night I went out to college that I'm nearby, URI, University of Rhode Island. So that's where I'm from, Rhode Island. And I was hanging out with some friends. It was getting pretty late, and we were like just starting to drink, so I'm like, alright, I'm not going to have that much. I had like a beer or two. Pretty much didn't have that much at all. And that was at like 10 or 11. And then flash forward an hour and a half later to 1:30, or 2 hours, it's actually 2 hours, 2.5 hours. With my buddy, we're going to get some calzones. So we got some calzones, and then that was another half hour to 40 minutes. So around 1:40, if I did math right, which I probably didn't, I leave URI, drop off my buddy at his dorm, and I start to head home. Everything's fine and dandy. I'm almost home, turning onto a road that I've lived on for the past 20 years now. So I'm cruising because I'm like, alright, I know this road, I know all the turns, I know where deer are, I know where they usually jump out and all of that, because I live in the woods, in the Hicks, in East Bumfuck, Guam, whatever you want to call it. I'm driving down, I turn onto the road, like literally on the road for not even 5 seconds, and someone starts pulling out of their driveway. I'm doing about 50, so if I started braking, I would just slam right into them. So I swerve, hit some dirt, gravel, start losing control of my car, and it's one of those things where people are like, oh, life flashes before your eyes, before a car crash, everything goes slow. No, it doesn't. I had no time to react to what was happening. I lost control of my car, started sliding. I slid. I did a 180 degrees while sliding. Hit a tree on the driver's side, like right at the door hinge. And then I spun another 180 degrees, was in the correct direction on the road. And then I'm sitting in the car seat, and I'm like, what just happened? Like, I didn't believe what had just happened. And I'm like looking around, and then that's probably when time kind of started going slow for me. Was when I was just sitting in the car seat, and my engine was still running. I was like, did I get into a car crash? Like, my car's still running. What's going on? Or car accident, I should say, because it was a one-car accident. And then I hear the tree snap and start falling. And this isn't like a tiny tree. Like, I know in the police report it was like, oh yeah, the tree fell. We broke a tree. And no, it wasn't a baby tree. Like, somehow it was probably like a foot and a half wide tree. I hit it, and it snapped probably about 2 feet above where I hit it. And it snapped and fell about 5 inches away from my car. So, could have died. Yeah, that's cool. But anyways, my car, when we took it to the mechanic in town, or when he towed it, it was, we talked to him the next morning around 10 o'clock, and we're like, so what do you think? And he just shrugs his shoulders, like, it could go either way. So it's either totaled or it's fixable. Either way, it sucks. There's no way telling that. And now I was lucky. I only got a concussion and some like bumps and bruises and a scratch on my like ankle. That's it. Considering how bad the crash was, that's all that happened to me. So I guess I'm lucky. I'm going to the doctor today at 1:45. The first time I'm actually going to get everything checked out. You're saying, oh, why didn't you go to the emergency room? Because I was fine. At the time, I was completely fine. Apparently, I debated whether or not I wanted to use a missile there, and I decided not to. So, okay. But, what was I going to say? Now I forgot where I was going. See, this is what sucks about concussion. My concussion, I am very forgetful about what's going on, or like what's happened. Like, I was playing Borderlands yesterday for a while. I guess I'll do the shout out now. I'm not really prepared for it. I'm gonna have to do a quick little turn my controller on because I left my Xbox on from recording the build. But I was playing Borderlands yesterday. Actually, one of my subscribers, let me pull up his name right, meow. DarkArm001, thank you, shout out to you for giving me a shitload of legendary weapons in Borderlands 2. Tony and I played last night, and it took us like probably 5 hours to do Captain Scarlet's DLC, and it took us like 2.5 to do Torgs because of the legendary guns. So thanks for that. You made our lives a lot easier, and we're ready to do playthrough 3 now if Tony still wants to do that. I know he's getting bored of the DLC, as they're not that exciting. And I unfortunately have to agree. Borderlands 2 DLC is not that great compared to the original game, which is kind of the opposite for Borderlands 1. So, thanks for that. You made my day a bit better yesterday. I had a lot of fun just killing shit in Borderlands 2 yesterday. That's pretty much all I've been doing for a while now. And kind of is the reason of lack of videos. Although we did try to do, I guess I'll get into this now, and step aside from the car accident. If you have any questions about it, I guess leave them in the comments. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks talking about it too. Like, I kind of just want to keep going on with my life and let the past be the past and continue forward. I should just be consider myself lucky that I'm still here. Anyways, continue on with, I guess I'll move on to something else. We tried, and we being more than just Tony and I, Tony, Ethan, Jack, and I, the whole Swadak crew, tried to play Minecraft Let's Play. We've had one set up, we've had the idea of one set up for a while now, and Jack just bought Minecraft Xbox. Had to think about that for a second, what game he just bought. Throw this away. He just bought it, so we tried recording something in that, and my internet started going to shit, which is weird because I'm usually considered to have the best internet connection among the 4 of us, and that wasn't true, which was weird. So that kind of failed. So instead, we played Left 4 Dead 2 because my internet connection immediately got better after that. So expect more of that expect that to come out probably maybe this week. I have to see. Tony's going on vacation the week after this one, so I'm gonna try and get a bunch of stuff ready so I can just have like stuff with him and some other stuff ready for release while he's not here, and hopefully start uploading more frequently again. I know the past probably month I haven't uploaded that much at all, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So the Minecraft Let's Play, I'm not going to talk about it that much, but we are making something similar to what Rooster Teeth is doing. Similarly, we were going to just take the Tower of Pimps and be like, hey, we're doing the Tower of Pimps, but we're not. We're doing our own thing and going from there. What else? So, Left 4 Dead Let's Play, that's coming out soon. Maybe I'll release. Maybe I'll get some new stuff for Tony. Maybe Tony and I will start playthrough 3 of Borderlands this week and start going through that. But I know we still have another DLC to do, and I'm not too excited about that at all. But, well, so I did die once. Alright, I figured I did. Anyways, continuing on. Minecraft Let's Play. Hopefully, might record that this week too. Might be a busy week of recording. I have a busy week. I have a presentation Friday and haven't started it, and we're going to work on it tomorrow because it's a group presentation. I don't know how well I'm going to do because I can't remember all that well, so it should be interesting, to say the least. What else is new? Oh, I pre-ordered Dead Island Riptide, so expect some videos from Tony, Ethan, and I in that. Probably doing co-op. I already talked about B-Lands, Borderlands. God damn it, brain. Work for 5 seconds. B-Lands 2. Playthrough 3. That's the word I'm looking for. Playthrough 3. I'm looking for that. Definitely might be doing that this week. Might not. Might be doing Minecraft this week. Might not be doing that. So, who knows? Well, I'm only halfway through this video. That's impressive. This is actually a short gameplay compared to the last Krolord gameplay I did. The last one I did was actually pretty long, and I actually had to split up the build and the gameplay. If you don't remember, although you probably do, because that video along with my collector one are the main reason I've gotten like over 100 new subscribers in about a month, which is really crazy considering Tony has like 60 subscribers and he's been around for like 3 years. 2 years, I don't know how long he's been around for, but he's been around a lot longer, and Ethan's been around a lot longer. I'm only like 12 subscribers behind Ethan now, maybe 11. I haven't checked, but it's crazy the amount of subscribers I've gotten. I was talking to Tony about that. We were talking about how I've just started. I made my YouTube. Well, I've had this account for a while, but I started uploading YouTube videos in like January, and I'm already here at like 120 subscribers, or almost at 130 subscribers now. It's one of those things we were talking about. He's like, yeah, I like doing Let's Plays and all that, but they're not getting views. And the same thing with Ethan. Like, he uploads, I think, 2 to 3 videos a day, and his videos get like maybe 3 or 4 views. And it's one of those things where I've had this when I played Spore. I don't know if I talked about me playing Spore on any of my videos, but I used to play Spore like all the damn time. Like, that was my shit. And the reason I played it all the damn time was mostly because I started out with 10 subscribers and they were just my buddies, and then it moved on to like 22 subscribers, and then that grew to 50, and then that grew to 100, to the point where it grew to 500, and then to 800, and now I think, since after I've stopped playing, I think I stopped playing around like 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm only at like 1,050 or 1,060. But it's one of those things where if you put YouTube videos, like if you make YouTube videos, you want to do what you like to do. You want to do Let's Plays, you want to do like you playing games. But if you're doing old games and old content, it's not necessarily stuff people want to see. Like, I was doing Far Cry 3, that came out in December, and I was uploading in like January, February, so it was pretty old content. It was old content by then. It was obsolete. No one wanted to see Far Cry 3 anymore. So when Reckoning came out, I had the idea of making a video on day 1. And I was like, alright, well, I got the Krogan Warlord first, so, well, actually I didn't. I got the Cabal first, but I had no idea how the fuck to use her. So I wasn't doing a video on that. But I got the Krolord, and I uploaded a video day 1, and within the first day I got 800 views, which literally doubled my channel view count. Doubled it. Maybe even tripled it. And the reason for that was because it's what people wanted to see. People wanted to see new builds for the for the classes that just came out. They didn't want to see, oh, the base human vanguard. Everyone knows about the Nova Guard at this point. You don't need a build on that. There's nothing has been revised about that build. But we got talking, and I told him that it was the same thing with Spore. I started out making stuff I wanted to make, and then I made I made a really good spaceship. And people are like, oh, this is incredible. You're like one of the best new shipbuilders to come out. And then I started making stuff I wanted to do again. And everyone was like, where's your spaceships? And I was like, no, I don't know. I'm doing stuff I want to do. And they weren't getting the likes or the thumbs up or the rate up or whatever they called it. I forget. I wasn't getting the stuff, so I put out another ship. And everyone was like, this is amazing. Thumb up. And it's one of those things where people want to see stuff, like you do one really good thing, and then they want to keep seeing that, as close to that as it possibly can, and as good as it possibly can. Like they want the original thing. And it's the same with YouTube videos. You guys want to see the fresh, like the most new content. And there's so many people on YouTube at this point that if you're not first on the ball for like the first person to do it, then unless you have something else, like you're funny or something like that, there's no real reason to watch your video. I mean, that sounds cynical and all, but it's true. If you don't have another factor besides just new content or you're funny, then why would someone want to watch it? And it sucks that that's how the way the world works, but that's the way it works. People want to see new content. People want to see like impressive new stuff. They want to see like BioShock Infinite. I was actually debating on getting that game because I was probably going to upload stuff on day one, like a Let's Play. But I didn't because I'm not a big fan of BioShock. I have BioShock 1 and 2 for the PC. And I played it and I was like, no, fuck this shit. Way too scary. Nope, can't handle this. I'm like the biggest pussy in the world. Like, I was playing BioShock 1 and I was like, these splicers are fucking weird. Big Daddy's scary fucking shit, dude. But I guess if you guys want to see that, I could do it. See me get scared shitless. Yeah, that'd be fun. I would love to do that. Sarcasm up the ass. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to something else. I forget. I go on these tangents, and I used to be able to link back because I didn't have a concussion, but now that I do, I don't remember what I was just talking about. So, fuck it, moving on to something else. Go back to this build a little bit. I'm getting warm from this sweatshirt. I'm gonna take that off. It's so cold in this house that I want it. It's not warm enough for short sleeves. Anyways, Krolord, buy a camera. If you haven't been paying attention to me, which you probably haven't because I've just been rambling this entire time, so fuck it, I don't really care. You might have noticed that this build kind of rapes. I've only gone down once, but I've used 6 op packs. But fuck it, you know, survivability. Too bad you can't get op packs from there should be an equipment that says thermal clip packs can replenish your op packs, because I have like 250 thermal clip packs because I never use them. Although I recently have. Alright, missile, that's cool, bro. That's cool. I'll accept it. I'm gonna take a drink of water as my mouth is parched. But this build rapes. Yeah, it's pretty good. My camera is really good. The way I have it set up is that buy a camera usually recharges by the time you need to use it again, which is the most useful thing in the world. So definitely take that into consideration when you're doing the build. I know probably 85% of people won't watch the entire Let's Play or gameplay. They'll only look for the build and they'll be like, alright, let's build. But it's important to kind of watch the build to see, I mean, Yeah, it's important to watch the build so you know what the fuck you're doing, but for the gameplay as well. Oh, this is the last wave. I didn't realize that. This is a short let's... God damn, it's a gameplay, not a let's play. Meh. Anyways, that just happened. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. God damn it. So, if anything is to be taken from this gameplay, almost said let's play again, don't get into car accidents, because you'll get a concussion and forget everything. Well, not everything, you just forget stuff you were just talking about, which really sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Not gonna lie about that. Kind of blows monkey dick. Like monkey dick in the mouth, like you're just taking it. But anyways, that's the gameplay for the Krogan Warlord revised build that I've made. Still debating on... I didn't talk about electrical hammer at all. I completely forgot about that. Even though I said I was going to talk about it, I need to write it down. I have a little notebook. My sister gave me a notebook to write down all my ideas because I forget them. I totally forgot about electrical hammer, but I only have a few seconds left, it looks like, so I'm going to wrap it up. If you like this video, give it a like. If you liked hearing my rambling, give it a like. If you didn't like it, I guess dislike it, because that's cool. I don't care. Do what you want. There's always going to be haters. I don't care. I don't care none. But anyways, that's just about the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you have a nice day. And I hope you like this build. Try it out. It's fun. Even though I haven't played Mass Effect in a while.